yeah, first Chronicle in a few days, and I had probably too many things on my mind. I'm not usually someone who read or watch the news. That's probably because I fear that putting too much garbage in will only get me to put garbage out. Usually when something big happens, there's a lot of people around me that will tell me. I watched two particular videos about the events of last week. And the first one is not the one you're thinking about. That's the death of Hubert Reeves. Hubert Reeves was an astrophysicist, and it pulled me back when I was a kid, because that was probably the first real inspiration I had when I was a kid. I watched Hubert Reeves on TV explaining the Big Bang, and I was fascinated by what he said. And I had the feeling that I was suddenly smarter. That was really beautiful. And I read what was written under his name, and it was written astrophysicist, and I was thinking, yeah, I want exactly to be astrophysicist. I changed course later, probably realizing that storytelling was not necessarily the real strength of astrophysicists in general, but it was more Hubert Reeves in particular. I'm saying that because Hubert Reeves famously said about Earth and the climate and our way of dealing with everything, human beings in general, that he was optimistic, and he was rationally optimistic. I'm saying that because I believe it's really important. What he said was, I'm optimistic because being pessimistic is worse. Or that to say that the second video I watched was about a former prime minister in France, Dominique de Villepin. I'm completely biased on that because he was the prime minister when I worked for the in-government agency that was reporting to the prime minister at the time. So, yeah, probably biased. And what I liked what he said, it was that revenge was not justice. And as human beings, we need to help others that are triggered by horrific facts to seek justice and to look for justice and not revenge. And I believe it's really something important. It's really something that will get us toward peace in the world. We can be optimistic about it, and we can try to help people to look for a better world, to look for justice and not revenge. So that's probably a lot of thoughts, and probably too many thoughts in my mind right now. Happy to hear what you think in comments on what we can all do to be optimistic and to support others. Bye.